Listen to me, because if you are retired, or you are staring retirement right in the face, every single dollar you have built up over a lifetime of hard work is precious. I see so many of you looking for ways to supplement your fixed income, keep your mind sharp, or build a little extra cushion so you can enjoy your golden years without constant financial anxiety. And you hear about e-commerce. You hear about dropshipping. You hear people throwing around names like Spocket and telling you it's an easy, turnkey way to make passive income from home. Before you spend a dime of your hard-earned retirement nest egg, I want you to understand exactly what you are stepping into. You asked a very simple, very direct question. What products does Spocket actually sell? I am going to answer that question straight up, but more importantly, I am going to tell you what those products mean for your wallet, your time, and your financial security. First, let us get one fundamental truth clear. Spocket does not manufacture or warehouse its own brand of items sitting on a shelf in a building somewhere. Spocket is a wholesale directory and technology bridge. It connects online store owners, people like you, with thousands of independent suppliers, primarily based in the United States and Europe, as well as global partners. When you log on to Spocket, you are looking at millions of products across dozens of everyday consumer categories. Let us break down what is actually in that catalog. The biggest, most prominent category on Spocket is fashion and apparel. We are talking about men's and women's clothing, activewear, dresses, outerwear, shoes, and fashion accessories like jewelry, handbags, scarves, and sunglasses. The second major area is home goods, bath, and lifestyle. That includes home decor, kitchen items, bedding, candles, skincare, organic bath salts, and personal care products. Then you have pet supplies, things like dog beds, leashes, custom collars, and grooming gear. You have tech accessories such as phone cases, wireless chargers, smartwatch bands, and Bluetooth earbuds. You have sports equipment, outdoor gear, kids' toys, and even custom print-on-demand items where you can put custom artwork or logos on t-shirts, mugs, and totes without carrying any inventory up front. Now, on paper, that sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Millions of products at your fingertips, fast shipping from domestic US and European suppliers, and you don't have to buy thousands of dollars worth of inventory to store in your garage. Where is the catch? What is the fear here that keeps people up at night once they dive in? The fear is losing your money on products that nobody buys, or worse, selling products that ruin your reputation because the quality is terrible or the shipping is delayed. When you are retired, you do not have 30 years ahead of you to bounce back from bad financial mistakes. You cannot afford to throw money at monthly subscription fees, software tools, and digital ad campaigns to promote products that yield zero profit. Let's look at the financial reality of these product lines. Take fashion and clothing, which is Spocket's largest category. Yes, apparel can carry decent markups. But do you know what else clothing carries? The absolute highest return and refund rates in the entire retail industry. People order the wrong size, they don't like how the fabric feels in person, or the color looks different than it did on their screen. If you sell a $40 dress, and the customer demands a refund, who absorbs that cost? You do, unless you have chosen a supplier with a crystal clear, buyer-friendly return policy. What about electronics and tech accessories? They look attractive because everyone uses a smartphone or wireless earbuds. But tech accessories have tiny profit margins and high defect rates. If an electronic gadget stops working after 3 days, your customer isn't emailing Spocket. They are emailing you, angry and demanding their money back. And then there is the issue of pricing. Spocket features what they call premium products and US/EU domestic suppliers, which is great because items arrive at your customer's doorstep in 3 to 7 days rather than 3 to 4 weeks from overseas. But domestic suppliers charge higher wholesale prices. That means if a supplier lists a decor item for $20, and the retail market price everywhere else online is $25, your profit margin after credit card processing fees is almost non-existent. If you try to mark that item up to $40 just to make a profit, smart shoppers will simply search Google, find it cheaper somewhere else, and walk away. So how do you approach Spocket safely if you are determined to explore this as a supplemental retirement business? You must protect yourself first. Money control is emotional control. You do not log onto a platform like Spocket, import 200 random products into an online store, and hope something sticks. That is gambling, not business. Here is your actionable, step-by-step reality check. First, zero in on one specific niche that you actually understand and care about. If you love gardening, look strictly at home and garden accents. If you own pets and understand quality pet products, focus strictly on premium pet accessories. Do not try to be a mini department store competing with giant retailers. Second, do the math before you publish a single item. Look at the supplier's wholesale cost on Spocket, add in the shipping fee, and compare it to what similar quality products sell for on major marketplace sites. If you cannot realistically achieve at least a 40 to 50% gross profit margin while remaining competitive, leave that product alone. Third, order samples. Never, ever sell a product to the public that you have not physically held in your own hands, inspected for quality, and verified the shipping timeframe yourself. If a supplier takes 3 weeks to ship a sample to your house, or if the item feels cheap and flimsy, that is your signal to run in the opposite direction. Fourth, read every single line of the supplier's return and shipping policy on Spocket before adding their items to your store. Know who pays for return shipping and whether refunds are guaranteed if an item arrives damaged. Starting an online business in retirement can be a rewarding way to generate extra income, stay engaged, and learn new digital skills. But you must enter it with your eyes wide open. Spocket offers a vast catalog of quality domestic apparel, home decor, beauty items, and pet products.